some news. It's not great news, right?
It is great news. Okay. Have you ever known anybody who had a cancer diagnosis?
Yes.
What does that feel like? A cloud is
Yeah.
over that person's head.
Mhm.
And you never know when God's going to call you home. You have this problem and you just don't know where it's going to go. You know you're undergoing treatment and this is always on your mind. Well, it was revealed today, although it happened a month ago. It used to be Prince. Now it's King Charles in the UK had good news about his cancer and the treatment. They are going to pull back on the treatment because he no longer needs such a heavy, heavy dose of the treatment. I don't know if it's chemo or radiation. I don't know. They didn't specify in the news article, but it's great news for them right before Christmas and right before the new year. And I'm so happy for him because whether he's a king or whether he's John Q. Public in the middle of the world without having any status, to have that relief that things are looking better is such a godsend. And it's just I loved reading that. And the news is filled with so much negativity and so many horror stories. Now suddenly we can rejoice that here is a man that obviously was upset over the possibility of being taken down by a cancer diagnosis, and now it looks as though he's turning the corner. Now, no, there are no guarantees of anything, but it looks as though he's turning the corner. I guess we can be jubilant about that. Uh, but they're guarded still, they said. They are guarded because they want to make sure that he sustains this kind of momentum in the positive direction. And I'm so happy because he's been through a lot with all of that.
Yeah.
And anybody, and I see this all the time on Instagram, on TikTok, when somebody who I don't know posts a notification that they were just told by their doctor that their cancer is in remission, or that they got a clean bill of health when they thought they didn't, whether it's cancer or something else. So this is so wonderful. I'm just delighted to
Yeah,
hear.
it's great. It's great to hear news like that because you finally have something that someone is able to overcome it. Where some people do overcome, and hopefully at one point in time, cancer will be gone. And we're going to find a cure,
Oh,
and
I
I
pray,
believe,
I
I
pray, I
believe, I
pray.
believe AI is going to do that.
Well,
Uh,
I hope you're absolutely right.
it's going to speed up the research for sure.
I
So
hope so. And there are other deadly diseases that I hope are also on the mend because of our advances. He did say one thing, though. This is for all the world who's watching: early detection. If you find a lump or something doesn't look right on your skin or something is not seeming to go right, please get yourself to the doctor. Now, I know men have a problem going to the doctors unless their women push them. I mean, that has been well documented. Men are more fearful of going to doctors than women are. And it's often the woman who has to say, I made an appointment for you and we're going to go together or whatever. Be supportive. But early detection, if you see something that looks a little bit suspicious, take care of it. Go check it out. You may find that it's nothing. And then you can have a good deep breath and be so happy that it no longer has to be a burden on your shoulders. So please take care of yourselves. There is hope. I mean, look at King Charles. There is hope that he will overcome this, we hope. So that's all we can do is pray and hope and understand that we are in the midst. He also mentioned that we have so many new technologies around. He didn't mention AI, but that may be one of them. We have so many new technologies around. We must take advantage of what we have. So,
Yeah, because you can get early detection. You can find out very early if it's cancer
yeah.
or not cancer now. It's just about going and doing that. And that goes back to what kind of life do you want to live? Do you want to be in the doctors all the time, or do you want to live a longer life, especially with the number of people in nursing homes and all these different places? If they would decide that work on their longevity, it's a key component in life.
Well, my girlfriend, one of my friends, her doctor was looking around at her thyroid, and so many of us, me included, are on thyroid medication. And her doctor said, "Oh, no, no, this looks a little suspicious." So he immediately sent her to a specialist. They did a biopsy. She found a little tiny amount of cancer in that early detection, but it was a tiny little speck. They removed it. They looked at all the other cells. There is no involvement, and she doesn't even have to take thyroid medication. God bless her. So we were rejoicing over that the other day. So I love hearing happy stories, and please believe in positivity, because if you're positive, that has a lot to do with how everything in your body is metabolized. So, and also take care of yourself. This morning, I was so tired. I didn't feel like getting up and putting my sneakers on and getting out to the gym, but I did my weightlifting class. And after that, I felt magnificent. And this is what I routinely do. And I know it's the holiday season and you feel a little lethargic because you've been running around and trying to get things done before the holidays actually come. Please push yourself. You're the only thing that you've got. So push yourself, push that body, because that body will reward you in the end if you reward it to begin with. Then God bless everybody. And here's to a happy and healthy future for everybody who's watching. Thank you.
All right. That was a special